Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. So, hey guys, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's good. Sit down, get comfortable, all right? Now, did you see this? Did you see that? Well, if you didn't, then go watch it and thank me later. This is what you should be watching, okay? Now, I'm going to give y'all a list of movies, shows, all across the board. This is not going in any specific order. It's not any specific genre. I cover all genres. We don't discriminate around here, okay? It's a little bit of everything. And hopefully, if you've seen some of it, most of it, it's at least one out the bunch that you haven't seen. And that's the one that you should be watching, okay? So I do break these down sometimes into categories. Doesn't necessarily have to be that way, but I just want to mention, so if you hear me saying it, you know what the heck I'm talking about. And it's the ones that I'm currently watching, right? Things that might be new releases that just came out that I'm watching now. Then it's coming soon, soon come, okay? That I'm telling you to look out for sometime in the near future. And then it's if you were under a rock, okay, and missed it, okay, just in case you was under that rock and you didn't seem to, find it, I'm here to tell you about it. And it's old school classics favorites, okay, and then I have honorable mentions. And honorable mentions is just like, sometimes my brain lapse, y'all, okay? I do not be remembering things. I could try to take notes. I could be looking at the stuff. If you watch any of my other reviews, I'll be forgetting the people's names sometimes. I can't help it. My memory is really, really bad. And, I think that's just due to some of the other issues that I suffer with. But we ain't here to talk about that, okay? We talk about that another time. And so sometimes you may find that maybe I noticed something else on the list and I just want to throw that in. Or by me talking about one show or movie, I think about another movie or show that reminds me of that one that I think is just as good. Or maybe an actor or actress that's in it. There's something else that I remember that they're in that I'm like, y'all should go ahead and check that out too. So that's where the honorable mentions come in at, okay? And this is a spoiler free, okay? Spoiler free. I do not tell you about the whole movie or show. I give you the basic synopsis that you would see if you was to look it up anyway, or I talk to you about what we all have already seen in the trailer. That's it. I don't do no spoilers here, okay? I want you to go watch it for yourself and tell me whether you like it or not, okay? Art is interpretation, up to interpretation, and some things I like, you may not like, and vice versa. But for at least 95% of the time, when I tell people about movies and shows, they're usually like, yo, you hit the mark. Everything you told me to watch, I enjoyed. Give me more. And so I want to share it with you guys, okay? Because y'all like my family now too. So the first one we're going to talk about is Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, in my last video, okay, what you was watching number one, and if you haven't seen that one, go back and find it, okay? That was last week. I actually said that there was no new movies that came out that I was excited about or I was looking forward to. And I forgot about Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know how the hell I forgot about that, okay? That actually drops in theaters today. And I wasn't originally excited about it. It just was like, here's another Spider-Man. But then when I seen the preview, I got hyped up and I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. And this actually made me want to go see it in the theaters, y'all. And I have not been in the theaters. Okay, COVID is going to be around for 2 years in March. And I can't even tell you how long before that the last movie that I saw in the movie theater. So that goes to show you that I was really thinking that this was going to be good. And we already know that it's basically about, Peter Parker being unmasked, no longer able to really separate his normal life and, being the high stakes of all the consequences of being a hero. And when he asked for help from Doctor Strange, of course, the stacks, become even more dangerous, and it's forcing him to discover whether, he truly knows what it means to be a hero. And we see that we got a lot of the villains from all the different, Spider-Mans coming into this universe and all of that. And so that is definitely one that I'm like, y'all should be watching. And if you do go see it, or if you're interested in seeing it, leave it in the comments. Let me know. But just don't spoil it for anybody else, okay? Just let us know that you enjoyed it. And that's that, okay? And the second one I have is actually coming out March 25th, 2002. This is a great cast, okay? And it's with my girl Michelle Yee. All right, and it's from the produced from the Mad Genius Daniels. It's an epic sci-fi, kung fu adventure. And Michelle Yee has been playing in karate flicks for God knows how long. She was recently, side note, okay, honorable mention, in Shang-Chi, which is now streaming on Disney. She's been in like what was it? Crouching Hidden Tiger Dragon, and so many other things. I love her, okay? And this is with her. Is Ki Yu Kwan. I'm probably not pronouncing some of these names right. Is James Hong, and it's Miss Jamie Lee Curtis herself, okay? And they just released the preview for this 2 days ago. And it's basically like, she's on this mission, but doesn't seem to realize that she's on it, okay? To protect the multiverse. And the man that she sees, that's supposed to be her husband, is basically like, I'm not your husband, girl, okay? I'm here to let you know what you got to do. We got work to do. We got to save this multi-universe. And we see her going into different, dimensions and different universes in the preview. And so if you guys haven't seen that yet, go look up the preview, okay? Because this looks like it's going to be something good here. And it's called Everything Everywhere All at Once, all right? And then another all-star cast is Don't Look Up, okay? Everybody and their mother is in this. You got Jennifer Lawrence, Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Kate Blanchett, Jonah Hill. You even got Mr. Tyler Perry up in here, okay? They dragged everybody from everywhere up in here. And I don't know Meryl Streep to play in no bull crap. So I'm like, okay, we definitely got to be looking out for this and checking this out. And it's basically two astronomers that go on a meteor tour to warn humankind that is a comet coming towards Earth that's going to kill everybody. And apparently everybody's response in the pretty much distract the world that ain't taking nothing serious. Do that remind you of anything? They kind of like, meh, whatever. Like, yeah, so you say, you know what I mean? And so that sounds interesting. I'll probably check that out. Okay, and then two that I also want to mention just as honorable mentions. These are old. They came out, if I'm not mistaken, like probably the end of 2019, okay? And I love these movies. When they dropped, I was telling everybody at that specific time to go check these out and watch them. And everybody that watched them loved them. So just in case for some reason you was under a rock and you missed it, this is The Banker, okay, with Anthony Mackie and Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, it's in the 1960s, and it's just showing that, he's basically, like I said, a banker, somebody that's good with finance and things of that nature. And he goes to get help from Samuel L. Jackson, and they become two entrepreneurs that hatch onto, an ambiguous business plan to fight for housing and integration and equal access to America, and the American dream. And you figure, we know what time it was in the 60s, and this is actually based on a true story. And it was really, really good, y'all. And just in case you also didn't see, the second one is Just Mercy. Okay, a true story of a Harvard lawyer, Brian Stevenson, who's played by Michael B. Jordan, going to Alabama to defend a disenfranchised, wrongly condemned Walter McMillan, who's played by Jamie Foxx. And, he's about to be sentenced to death despite proving his innocence. And Lord knows we hear that story way too much. And those were just two really good movies that, like I said, at the time, I had been telling everybody about them when they first dropped. And I don't know nobody that watched them that didn't like them. So if you just so happen to have not seen it, check it out. Okay, it's what you should be watching. And then a nostalgia one, okay? Like, I grew up on this. I loved all the originals, and we know so many things was made, from this. I unfortunately never seen the one with the old women. But the Ghostbusters Afterlife, okay? I like that movie, okay? Yes, I'm a kid at heart. My son is grown, all right? And I watched it by myself, and I enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting much from it, but it was okay with me. And it's basically a single mom that moves to a small town with her two kids. They begin to discover a connection to the original Ghostbusters and their legacy that their grandfather left behind. And like I said, I was okay with that. All right, I'm a kid at heart. I thought they did a good job with that one. So you guys, if you haven't seen it, might want to check it out. And since we're on the subject of being nostalgic, I don't know if anybody actually took time out to watch Chucky, the TV series, but that wasn't bad either, y'all, okay? I didn't expect much from that either, okay? I was like, really? They made a daggone Chucky show? Because we know, as far as the movies go, those started falling off too and just became really, really silly. Those was never scary to me, but I do remember going to see 1 and 2, with my girlfriend when we was teenagers. And so I watched the show and I actually enjoyed the show, y'all. I thought they did a good job with it. I think they took it back to more so, that beginning stage of Chucky. And it's basically Chucky showing up in a suburban yard sale, okay? And it throws the town into chaos once one of the little boys get him. We start having a series of horrifying murders happening. And it exposes the town's hypocrisies and secrets. And meanwhile, we also get some of his enemies and allies arriving in the town too from the past, and threatening to expose him. And that's all I'm going to say on that, because again, this is no spoilers. So just in case y'all want to check it out, just for fun, I think you would enjoy it. It's nothing that I would really, take seriously. And while we're on Chucky, because I think that one was like on TNT and A&E or something like that, we also have Resident Evil that's like that TNT, A&E channels. And this one I just came across one time too, like didn't have nothing else to watch and just was like, let me just go ahead and see what this about. And I end up laughing so hard, y'all. I really did enjoy this show. And it's basically about an alien named Harry that crash landed in Earth, in a small town in Colorado. He begins being taking over the life of a doctor that lived there. And arriving on a secret mission. He starts out living the simple life, but things get rocky when he's roped into solving a local murder and realizes he needs to assimilate into his new world. And that one was Resident Evil. Okay, guys? So, check it out. Check it out. I think you would enjoy it. And then we have, I'm just trying to make sure because I have a list here, y'all. Then we have, I'm going to take it over to Hulu now, okay? Hulu has Murders in the Building. If you just so happen to not have seen that, okay, with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. I came across that and was like, wait a minute, Selena Gomez is in a movie, is in a show with Martin Short and, Steve Martin. I love Steve Martin. I loved almost everything that he's ever been in. And I watched that and I enjoyed it, y'all. So if just in case you just so happened to skim over it or you wasn't too sure whether that was something you would want to check out or not, it absolutely is. It's 3 strangers who share an obsession with crime and they suddenly find themselves wrapped up in one. Okay, and if you have not seen it, go check it out. Thank me later. Okay, that is what you should be watching. Definitely. Then we're going to take it over to Netflix, guys. Netflix has, a few good ones going on. Every now and then you catch them. I think they've been getting better with it. And one that I was surprised that I like from them, because full disclosure, I am not a Kevin Hart fan. Some things he's in, I don't mind and I do enjoy, but I'm not there like every single thing he does. Like, oh yeah, that's great. I'm just not, okay? It's just not for me. I'm just being honest. But there is some things I like, and at the end of the day, I love seeing him win, regardless of what. It's somebody he's making the stuff for that watches, so I have no issue with that. But he has a thing up there with Wesley Snipes called True Story, and it is actually good. I enjoyed it, and it's basically about him being a world famous comedian, okay, kind of like he is, desperately searching for a way out after a night in Philadelphia with his brother that threatens to sabotage more than his success, okay? So if you just so happen not to see that, or you wasn't too sure whether you should watch it or not, I'm putting it out there as a recommendation that you do, okay? The next one I would say that's good, also coming from Netflix, is Army of Thieves, okay? Army of Thieves is like the prequel to Army of the Dead. If you wasn't really into that and you didn't want to watch it, I'm not that crazy about that one. I feel like Army of Thieves was way better than it, to be honest. And it's basically a mysterious woman that recruits a bank teller named Ludwig Dieter to lead a group of them aspiring thieves to a top secret heist. And I really enjoyed that one, guys. Like I said, to me, it was better than the Army of Dead, and I would recommend that you guys check that one out too, okay? Then you had Maid, also coming from Netflix. Now, I will say, another one I wasn't paying any attention to. My son's friend basically recommended it to me, and there's a few that she's recommended me to that I have absolutely enjoyed. So when she tell me something to watch, I'm like, okay, girl, I'm listening to you because you ain't, steer me wrong yet. And it was about a woman fleeing from an abusive relationship, okay? A young mother that finds a job cleaning and fights to provide a better future for her child. And I know that don't sound like too much in the description, but trust me, I laughed, I cried, a little bit of everything. That one was okay with me. Then one that most people probably know about, is actually already been a few seasons, and I think they're about to drop the last season of it, is Ozark, okay? Ozark is definitely where it's at. If you have not seen that, then please do yourself a favor and check it out. That is definitely one to watch. And that is about a financial advisor that drags his family from Chicago to Missouri Ozarks, where he must launder $500 million, okay, in 5 years to appease a drug boss. And that is a very good show. So if you wasn't up on it before, get up on it now and check it out, okay? Another one from Netflix that I absolutely love, that maybe for whatever reason some people just was passing it and didn't think, that it may be good. So I just want to go ahead and mention that one. It's Colin in Black and White, okay? I really like that. I was not expecting much from it. I didn't know his full backstory. And when I watched it, it let me see a lot more into his life and have even way more respect for him. I love Ava DuVernay and everything she does. And she was one that worked with him on this and produced it and everything, and they did a great job with their storytelling. And of course, is the life of the athlete, Colin Kaepernick, and his adopted parents, and how they navigate through the challenges of raising him, with a white family and a white community. If you have not seen that, check it out, okay, guys? Then we're gonna go ahead over to Prime, and Prime is definitely winning when it comes to these shows, okay? There's a lot that I have for Prime, but I'm just going to tell you guys about a little because we can't be here all night. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Hannah, okay? And if you've seen the movie Hannah back in the days, then you already know what time it is. I think there's been 2 seasons of this and we're on the 3rd. I know they just had a new season that just started. And so she's an extraordinary young girl, okay? And she evades relentless pursuit of off-the-book CIA agents and, tries to unearth the truth behind who she is. And it's based on the 2011 film. Like I said, it was a movie back in the day. So if you know about that movie, you know that what that story was about is basically just a TV show of that. And it's really, really good. So if you haven't been up on it, check it out, okay? Another one that's on Prime, The Boys. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all have been passing that by. Like, I don't know about that. That damn show is off the hook, okay? It's a group of vigilantes known formerly as The Boys that set out to take down corrupt superheroes with more than just blue collar grit, okay? And willingness to fight dirty. And that is just like putting it a low there with that description, okay? Y'all would have to check it out to see what's going on. And then, of course, let me know if you actually like it. And then we have Goliath, okay? Another Prime show. All of these are coming from Prime right now that I'm saying, okay? And this was once a powerful lawyer, Billy McBride, that, of course, is Billy Bob Thornton. And he's now burned out, washed up. He's spending more time in a bar than a courtroom, when he reluctantly agrees to pursue a wrongful death lawsuit and a massive law firm that he helped create, okay? And they uncover a deadly conspiracy that puts him and his team in a life or death trail. So I'm telling y'all, if you have not been watching it, watch it, baby. Goliath. Then we have Sneaky Pete, okay? This is also coming from Prom. Prom is killing it, y'all. And this is a con man named, Pete, of course. And he's on the run from vicious gangsters that take over his past by assuming that's not his name, but he assumes the identity of his cellmate named Pete. And he's reuniting with Pete's estranged dysfunctional family, okay? A group that may or may not be just as dangerous as the people he trying to get away from. And that one is good too, y'all. I mean, check it out. Okay, and now, what was the other one I wanted to mention? Okay, Equalizer. I don't see many people talking about Equalizer with my girl, Queen Latifah. I even actually heard some people one time on one of the reviews I was watching on YouTube say they have no interest in seeing her play that role. They don't think she would be able to play it, and a whole bunch of things of that nature. And like I said, art is interpreted by different people in different ways. But Queen Latifah has not failed me yet. Everything she plays in, this lady kills it. I'm sorry. And if you knew her from Set It Off, then you know that she could do action. She's proved that she could do drama. She's proved that she could do comedy. So I don't understand anybody saying that they don't believe that she could pull off this role. She pulls it off and more. I thoroughly enjoy it. And we know that there used to be an old show called Equalizer, years and years ago, back in like the 80s. And we know that Denzel then played, a role of it in the movies. And so now she has this TV show that comes on CBS where she is basically Robin McCall, an energetic CIA operative with a mysterious background that uses her extensive skills to help those with nowhere else to turn. And I'm here for it. I've enjoyed every bit of it. I'm, like I said, to each their own. But just in case you curious and you wasn't too sure and you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend that you do. I like it a lot. They were on season 2. Season 2 got approved like halfway through season 1 or something like that. So, that's definitely on my recommendation list. Another one from CBS, but I think they may have got moved to Paramount now, is Evil. Okay, I love that show. That show is so good to me. And again, some people don't like doing the scary, but it's not that type of scary. I think that just about anybody could watch it. It's more so about this female psychologist that's really a skeptical person. Her name is Kristen Burns, and she joins a priest in training and a blue-collar contractor as they investigate things that are supposedly mysteries. And they basically have to figure out, is this a demonic possession? Is this extraordinary occurrences? Is there a scientific explanation? Or is this something truly supernatural? And I love it. And this also has my man, what is his name? I think Mike Coulter, that played Luke Cage in Netflix. He's up there. He's the one that's the priest. I enjoy this show. I love every aspect of it. So hey, that is my recommendation for that. And like I said before, the last video I had started out with Apple. Okay, and then I did the movies in the middle and I did some more shows at the end. This time I did it reverse. I started out with the movies and I want to end it off with Apple. And so the first one I'm going to go to from Apple is Ted Lasso. I was late to the Ted Lasso party, y'all. Everybody was talking about it and I was like, what's that about? And then I finally watched it and I was hooked. So just in case you have not joined the party yet, come on and join it, baby, because it's good. Okay, Ted Lasso is an American football coach who moves to England where he's trying to manage a soccer team, okay? But he has no experience in soccer. And with all the cynical players and a doubtful team, he's trying to find out, can he get this done? And will he get them to see the Ted Lasso way? And of course, I mean, even if you haven't been watching it, I'm sure you've been hearing about all the awards they've been winning and awards they nominated for. It is so well deserved. Like, it's just a feel good, vibe. Highly recommend that one. And another one from Apple is SEE, okay, with Jason Momoa. I'm not too sure. Sometimes I'll be messing up his last name too. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. But y'all know him as Mr. Aquaman, okay? And that one is good as well, okay? There's a virus that basically decimated humankind, okay? And those who have survived emerge blind, okay? Hence see, right? But they got a lot of stuff they got to do, a lot of fighting that go down. And that one is good, y'all. I enjoy it. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to stop there. That's the list for today. And you guys, just so you know, all the movies and TV shows that I'm mentioning in the video are down in the description, okay? You can click on the description and you'll see the list there for this video and for my What You Should Be Watching Part 1, okay? If you guys watch anything that's off my list, please come back. Let me know whether you liked it, you didn't like it. If you know any that I should be watching, please feel free to tell me in the comments as well, because I'm always looking for stuff to watch. I want to hear from you guys. Do not be shy, okay? We family now. So sharing is caring. Go ahead and share it in the comments and let me know. And if I find stuff that you guys are talking about, then I will also share it with everybody else and let them know that this is what they should be watching, okay? And again, no spoilers in the comments, but please, please, please do comment. And if you didn't see my first video from last week, go watch it, like it, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, guys, I need this help. I need to get, my subscribers up. I need those likes and everything, okay? Help a girl out. And basically, I think that's it, you guys. I think that's it for today. I wish you all a great night, and till next time, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. It's free 99, guys. It costs you absolutely nothing, and I will so appreciate it. Okay, until next time, toodaloo.